You're live.
Hey gang, welcome to the Magic Kingdom again. But this time it's open to everybody, not just annual pass holders. I think I'm starting the tradition here, starting off on Cinderella Castle. Again, just looks amazing. So let's pan down, look how nice it looks, look how nice it looks. Oh, and there are the cranes. They're still working on it, so let's get off the cranes. We're gonna take a walk. We're gonna start kind of in the middle where we were last time. There's a Cinderella wishing well. Yes, I am standing next to a wishing well. Just please don't tell. That was a bad one. So today was the first day for public opening. You did have to have a park pass reservation. I came in a little bit after 9. Toll booths were completely empty. It looked amazing. Yes, it does have kind of the pink tinge of the Sleeping Beauty Castle in both Disneyland and Disneyland Paris. But really, it's not too bad. Like, I enjoy it. I mean, it could be because I love Sleeping Beauty Castle at Disneyland, but it looks great. Sorry, what I was saying was the toll booths were easy to get through. Transportation Ticket Center was smooth sailing. And this is how Fantasyland looks. We'll stand right in the center of the compass rose that's behind the castle. So, small crowds, nothing too much. Everybody's keeping their distance. And there's the backside of the castle. Drizella and Anastasia were just up there greeting guests from afar, but they headed back in. Yes, I'm using StreamYard on my phone. We just go through the website. Good morning, Doobie, or afternoon as it may be called here in Florida. So we're going to stroll through Fantasyland. But just like I was saying the other day during the annual pass days, to me, this feels like the parties used to, the Not So Scary and Very Merry, where it's just like there are definitely more people here than there were the other day, but it isn't at all normal. July 11th last year, this would have been elbow to elbow. Good morning, Rich. But today it's just perfect. Princess Fairy Tale Hall is closed. There are no meet and greets at this time. One of the little seating areas. Everybody is keeping their distance very socially. One of the things that I cannot stop repeating about today is how great all the cast members have been. It has been nonstop helpfulness. If you pause, a cast member will come up and check and make sure everything's okay. Storybook treats. Nice ice cream for the day. Yep.
Please wear a face covering. Wash your hands often and thoroughly.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
So I guess have you had any interactions with the characters? Can you talk a little bit about what that's like these days?
The only character interactions you have is as they're going by you. On the trolley, the cavalcades, as I mentioned, Anastasia and Drizella are up on the balcony. I know that we saw the Pooh Pals out on the porch of Crystal Palace the other day, but today I haven't seen many because I came in, walked down Main Street, which was pretty much empty, went and had lunch at Liberty Tree Tavern, which was amazing, and now I'm walking the park with this. Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 10-minute wait. And the only reason the line is out here is because they cut down the line. None of the interactive parts of the queue are open. Crowds compared to AP Day, it's a little bit busier than it was on the AP Day, but not, if a normal guest that's used to coming here throughout the year walked in, they'd just be dumbfounded by how empty it is. Yeah, one of the things with the smaller crowds is hearing the music. You can hear a lot more. I did Mickey's PhilharMagic, and I was hearing the announcements that I can't remember the last time I actually heard. So for Cosmic Ray, Starlight Cafe, and any of the actual grab-and-go locations, you can see a little bit of the line over there. What that line is guests have to mobile order through the My Disney Experience app. They wait outside. As soon as their order is ready, then they head in, pick up their order from whichever window is available for the pickup, and then they can come out and grab a seat.
So, Jeremiah, I know traditionally Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe has had a pretty wide menu. Have they streamlined their menu, whether it's at that location or others? I noticed that there's just less offerings to choose from to kind of keep it easier on everybody.
Yeah, Cosmic Rays, when I ate there the other day, they had the basics. They had the burger, they had the hot dog, they had the chicken fingers. So if you're used to Cosmic Rays, it's pretty much the same menu, but yes, there aren't the 12 different options of the burger. It was just the basic burger. Over here for Tomorrowland Speedway, you can see the line comes out, but that's still a 10-minute wait. Because if the line were to be pulled in and we weren't socially distancing, I didn't get a chance to wave to that person. That would be barely enough for the load station. There have been a good share of kids. It's definitely not a normal day. I mean, we need to stop saying normal day because there really aren't normal days for the near future. But there have been a fair share of the little ones around. We are going to head into Star Traders. It is no longer Mickey's Star Traders. It is just Star Traders. See, you can notice everybody is socially distant in here, except for me as I just walk through everybody. I do have like one specific location in mind, but to try to get around everybody. Here is the reopening day merchandise. Okay. That is the ladies' shirt. Let's see if they have any of the guys' shirts here. Of course, the one downside of doing this live stream right now is I want to buy the shirts. All I don't see any of the guy shirts in here. They definitely have the markers in there as far as the limiting of people going in. I've not seen anybody with the counter that I've seen like at World of Disney or some of the stores at Disney Springs. But as we head towards the ice cream and smoothies, there is a cast member making sure nobody can go in through the exit. But there are definitely cast members as soon as you walk in. If they are monitoring, they must be doing a great job. Because I didn't see them. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover is still unfortunately down. It is listed as one of the attractions that is open during this time, but I have not seen it running yet.
Hey, Jeremiah, wasn't the People Mover down before the parks even closed? I guess maybe for some maintenance work or something like that.
I don't remember if it was down. I mean, I remember I went on it, but I can't remember it all kind of blends together. What was me, such a sad story of not remembering how often I go on the People Mover. What you're looking at right now is the work that has been going on the People Mover track. The support that is closest to us is being redone for the new retro Tomorrowland look, and then the one behind it is the old look. And then as we turn, that one is under more of the construction. And you can see that that one is also still to be taken apart. I'm sorry, Doobie, your message broke up. Next time, please type slower. So the large water feature is off with, for your safety, not available. Don't touch. The Astro Orbiter is open. Walk over towards Space Mountain and we can see kind of the Tron light cycle / run work going on from a distance.
So, Jeremiah, can you give us a refresher on which kinds of attractions are not operating?
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is not operating. I'm trying to go through my head of the attractions here that are not operating. Other than that one, nothing is jumping out at me.
What about, I believe, the interactive Pirates experience?
Yes, the Pirates League is not operating. Sorry, that one is definitely out of my mind. That area where you can sign, where you used to, I guess, sign up is the best word to use for it, is actually being used as one of the relaxation stations. So here's the queue for Space Mountain. As you can see, it's all socially distant, 15-minute wait. And when you get inside, I can tell you from experience, it is lots of markers as you go through. Everybody is excited to be back here at the parks. It's very nice. See?
Where are the relaxation stations over at Magic Kingdom?
The relaxation stations, the closest one to here is actually in Pete's Silly Sideshow, the former character meet and greet area. Former for now. It'll reopen at some point, hopefully. Which is nice. It's air conditioned and inside. And then the one by the Pirates League and Tomorrowland Terrace. And we'll walk by the one for Tomorrowland Terrace when we head out of the park. Or head out of Tomorrowland. They do have the masks available for sale here. They do still have some of the D-Tech where you can design your own phone case and Magic Band. But what they've done is kept out of the 5, there are only 3 going. So keep socially distant. And one of the things that we've seen a lot is cast members on top of wiping down things. It would have been perfect if, right as I said that, somebody came to wipe it down, but it will happen. Here's one of the other things is the plexiglass dividers between the guests and the cast members at the cast registers. And of course, sanitizer. So, Marlin Speedway, and you can kind of see the Tron coaster in the distance. Of course, you know, I can go like this and you can see a little bit more, but it's moving right along. But yeah, I mean, walking through the park, it's very nice. I've not had any experiences where I've been in a crowd that I just didn't feel safe. Which, you know, I've said this on almost every live stream now. I feel safer in the theme parks than I do going to my local Walmart or Target. And one thing that I've definitely seen is cast members are reminding guests everywhere to put their masks on. But Benji, was there any other attractions that struck you as not being open that I may not remember currently?
There's things like the Main Street vehicles that pop into mind, but nothing major. It's not like some of the other parks where there seems to be a little bit more restrictions just because of the nature of the attractions.
Yeah, no, everything here, I mean, again, with the exception of the People Mover, that's really the only one that I haven't seen running at some point. And again, that's not because of the shutdown, because on the new wait time boards, it says it's open. And they definitely have the social distancing markers for the queue for People Mover. No, I've not seen anybody refuse that because they can't get in the park. If that, like, that's one of the number one things. If they don't want to wear their mask here at the park, they won't let them in.
Hey Jeremiah, just what the only other attraction that's not like a pure meet and greet that I can think of is Enchanted Tales with Belle.
Yeah, and that's not available because the interaction is constant with that. I would love to take us on the Enchanted Carousel of Progress. Yes, the Enchanted Carousel of Progress. But of course, there's no filming in that. But it has been up and running. One of the things with the attractions like Carousel Progress and Mickey's PhilharMagic, the Enchanted Tiki Room, is the way they separate it. I just walked out of Mickey's PhilharMagic, and it was every other row is closed, and when you walk down the rows that were open, it would be 3 seats in between a 4-seat break. So they had it down pat. Sadly, the lunching pad is not open. Merchant of Venus, again, is not open. The stores are limited to try to keep the flow as smoothly as possible. And, you know, it also helps that they can, with limited capacity, they don't have to have every store open with cast members spread across all the stores. This way they can focus on everything. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, as we said, is closed. The Stitch Alien Encounter character greeting, sadly closed. I know how much some people love Stitch.
So that's interesting. That whole sort of entryway into Tomorrowland is closed, kind of a dead zone from Tomorrowland.
It's very much a dead zone.
Yeah.
But so that is the finished product, or the almost finished product, of the supports for the People Mover. And when we come over to this side, that is a complete one, going back to the old white, and then next to it is one of the gray ones that still needs to be painted. So we're gonna walk my favorite little path so we can go check out the relaxation station over at Tomorrowland Terrace. But you definitely get chances to see the characters through the different cavalcades, which we have them all up on our YouTube. Plug. There's the Princess Cavalcade, Goofy's Cavalcade, Mickey and Pal's Cavalcade, and then they have Tinkerbell strolling, well, not strolling, but riding on the treasure chest float from the old parade, from Pirates and Princesses Parade. So there's the relaxation station. Guests are able to go in, have a seat, stay socially distant, take off their masks.
Hey, our friend from Hungary wanted to know, what was the first attraction you went and did?
The first attraction that I went and did was the Haunted Mansion, followed by Splash Mountain.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How about you, Rocky?
I'm good, thank you.
So that gives you a good idea of the relaxation stations. Of the three, this one is covered with the fans going full blast. There's the Princess Cavalcade. The one at the Golden Outpost, which is the Pirates League area, is out in the open air, and then the one at Pete's Silly Sideshow, man, that's hard to say, has the AC blowing full blast. So there's definitely some circulation of the air in all of them. The Plaza Restaurant is one of the restaurants that's open. You can book that on your My Disney experience. You can actually book day of. I know that there was a lot of concerns when they started. Sorry, it got really loud, the music. When they opened the dining, with people worrying about being able to book the dining. I booked Liberty Tree Tavern this morning at 9 o'clock when I was driving in. Well, not driving in, but you know. So I am literally walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. And you can see the crowds. They do have photo paths out in different areas to assist guests. The trash cans have all the social distancing markers or the information about washing your hands and keeping clean.
HMI, do the new turrets now have banners on them?
I believe they have had banners on them, but yes, they do have banners. But there are definitely some newer banners when you look at the castle, up on either side of the clock, they've added some more of the royal banners. Looks like it's blocking possibly the lasers.
For health and safety of everyone, please wear a face covering. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
About how many people do I think are here? I couldn't guess, but well, I could guess. Um, if I had to say a number, I would say less than 25,000 easy. So, if you've been here on a 4th of July, it is much less than that. If you've been here on a September cold day before Halloween time, it's probably even still less than that. There's the castle. We did have some rain earlier today. Looks like we may have some more storms coming in. So we're going to walk over to Adventureland, because I know that if I don't do this at some point, I'm going to get the request every single time I come to the park. So I'm going to walk Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse for you, Doobie. Can somebody make sure he's watching so I don't have to do this a second time?
Doobie's watching.
Okay,
Always watching.
good. But as we're walking that way, I mean, you can look down Liberty Square. What, maybe 30 people down that way? I don't want to say there's more than what I've seen, but it seems like the Disney ducks are quite plentiful today. Next to almost every popcorn cart, you'll see at least 1 or 2 ducks. Yeah, with the parks open, the cast members have been working extra hard. It really helps bring not only the tourism dollar back to Central Florida, but also helps bring the employees back in. As somebody who has friends who are cast members, if they are full-time cast members and they're not comfortable coming into work, they have the chance to decline the recall. So all the cast members are happy to be here. They've all been very smiling and talkative. And as a former cast member myself, I can tell you there's definitely the act, and then there's the real, and everybody here is definitely doing the real. So as we head back into Adventureland, Sunshine Tree Terrace is open for Citrus Swirl, and the Aloha Isle is open for a Dole Whip, which, Dole Whips are the #1 food here at the Disney parks. The Skipper Canteen is open also. You did need to make reservations, but they do have walk-up available. Okay, here we go, Doobie. Safety reminders before we go in. Get some sanitizer for my one hand. Okay, let's stop and read about the Swiss Family Robinson. Since it's edited by the plant, I can't read everything, but on this site on July 17th, 1805. Wow, July 17th. That date sounds familiar for some reason. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Remember, social distancing. We're really putting the stabilizer to its test today. If anybody has any questions about the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, please let me know. One of the things that we have definitely seen a lot today are cast members cleaning. Whether it's just wiping things down or spraying down boats in Splash, or not in Splash Mountain, It's a Small World or Pirates of the Caribbean. They've been there doing their jobs. My favorite part of the treehouse is when I get to the end of it. Here's the dinner area. Sadly, you can't hear the Swiska polka that much. There it is. Okay. Let's go back to the walk. The Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse was an opening day attraction here at Walt Disney World. And it is still original. Here's the beautiful view, which is really the only reason why I'm doing this for Doobie. In the distance, you can see how large the building for the Tron Light Cycle Run is. It's not quite as tall as Space Mountain, but it's up there. And when it is complete, there should be a cover for that outside area of the track, much like the one in Shanghai. Look, here's the jungle outlook. Now let's look out into the jungle. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Okay. Here we have one of the bedrooms. I believe this is the master bedroom of the parents, which at that time, according to television, should have had two different beds in it. But, you know, what do I know about history? Now, if I remember correctly, something happened in this area. I just can't remember what it was, but it was something that meant a lot to some people I know. And while we're up here, we can take a look out at Adventureland. There's the Enchanted Tiki Room. And then, of course, the Jungle Cruise. Oh, okay, we need to move it along. We got some people trying to walk behind us. There's the boys' room. Okay, we're at the top part of the treehouse, and now we start our descent into madness.
Yeah, we went on this one last time, didn't we?
I would like to thank Doobie for having me climb the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse when it's just, it's only 90 degrees right now. Here's another good view of Adventureland. Looks like the Jungle Cruise only has a 25-minute wait right now. It is a beautiful view. As much as I am not a huge fan right now of Doobie, it was worth it for that view. Doobie, you know I love you. Yes, it's very warm up in the treehouse. But the breeze has kicked in, so that's nice. And here's the kitchen. I don't know what happened to Mrs. Potts and Chip and the trashing the camp music, but it's still nice. Crowd level today is very low, as it will be for the time being. Because of the Park Pass reservation system, they're controlling how many people come into the park. If you go on to DisneyWorld.com, you can make your reservation. You have to have a ticket to get into the park. You can't just make a reservation without a ticket, so you have to either pre-purchase or have an annual pass. Select one of the days, and then you're good to go. I know that last night we were looking at some of the reservations, and it looks like the park is, all 4 of the parks, once they open on the 15th, almost all are still open. And Disney's Hollywood Studios, of course, has probably the lowest capacity, but that's the only one that seems to have filled up because of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and, of course, Rise of the Resistance. I am not going to go on Pirates right now and live stream because I know it's a very dark attraction, so it won't come out that well. I did attempt to do a ride through with a video, which I'm going to try to get together and put up online, hopefully this afternoon or early evening.
Hey, Jeremiah, I think you just mean swing by it. Obviously, you can't go on it.
Well, thank you. I can only read a little bit. So these, we see a lot of guests that are excited to purchase merchandise, especially if it happens to be Splash Mountain. I'll head by Pirates, and then we'll head over by that relaxation station and probably end up somewhere right around Splash Mountain. Up ahead, we have a photo pass person. They have a queue set up for a photo pass with the social distancing markers. So, you know, in this day and age, you can't hand your phone over to the cast members anymore. So PhotoPass is the only way to receive that memory, or you go back to having the one family member out of the photo.
So do they have Pirates Queue markings all the way outside of the hacienda there?
It goes all the way back to there. It actually looks like it heads back towards the backstage gate and then up the other side, but that's as far as it goes. I know the entire interior queue before you go into the building. The other day when I saw it was fully open, so there are social distancing markers everywhere. I'll try to swing by and get a view of that for you.
Do a lot of cast members wear this face shields as well?
Yes,
Or
the PPE is the norm for a lot of the up-close cast members. So they'll have the face mask and then also the PPE shield. So you can kind of see they have the entire exterior queue out here with markers. Looks like they're only using about half of it right now, but the other day it was fully open with all the switchbacks going. Tortuga Tavern, for those of you who know it well, may be shocked that it's not open. That's a joke because it's almost never open. So for most of the stores, they do have just one entry point here for the Pirate store, because you can either come in from the outside or from you have to go through the exit of the attraction. They have two entry points. So here's the Pirates Adventure, which isn't open right now, but they do have the relaxation station taking over the exterior of it, along with the seating area for the Golden Oak Outpost.
do they have fans or anything in that relaxation zone to cool you down, or is it
They
just
do not for
sun?
this one. It's because it's just open air. Yeah, it's a great place to sit when it's covered, but I can tell you midday with the sun, it can get a little warm in that area. Pecos Bills, they have the exit-only signs. That's very prominent because they want to make sure everybody understands you only go through the entrance, and along with, just like Cosmic Rays, you have to do the mobile ordering before you can get any, you can even enter it, I should say. Don't pay any attention to the Wild Tim Tracker viewing.
Welcome back.
What was that? I can't hear you.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you. Later on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's right. We just had Tim Tracker on our live stream. Make sure you tell all your friends. Yes, Country Bear Jamboree is open, and it is doing the same with the social distancing seating. So we're going to stand here because I think we actually have a cavalcade coming. I haven't gotten anybody telling me to keep moving. You know, it's more of just time to keep moving. I think the cavalcade is going to start in just a few seconds, so we'll finish this up with the cavalcade. Any other questions before the cavalcade comes to finish off this live stream? Let me know. Cost of admission nowadays, I believe that I saw that it's $120 for Magic Kingdom. I'm sure Benji can post the correct information, but head over to disneyworld.com and you can purchase your tickets and make your park pass reservations there. So we get to see the Main Street Philharmonic going by. Follow them down and around a little bit. If you're asking about the neck gaiters, before guests can come into the park, they are being told that they cannot wear those. They do have proper masks for sale out there. And I believe if you don't have the ability, they will find some way to accommodate. But you do have to have the proper double layered mask, not just the full neck gaiters that go down around the neck and that are designed to keep your neck warm, not to keep people from, as the UC Berkeley article said, it permits droplets through. Okay, let's swing out. Head over, check out a little view of Tom Sawyer Island.
Well, thanks so much, Jeremiah. It's been great to see what it looks like inside the park. Obviously, every guest has to make a decision on their own whether they want to go. But for those that are there, seems like Disney's doing everything they can to try and keep everyone safe, both guests and cast. So thanks for giving us a little window into the Magic Kingdom today.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.
And we will be back with Tony from Disney's Animal Kingdom in just about 2 hours. And then tomorrow, Jeremiah will be at Disney's Animal Kingdom as well. And don't forget Disney Trivia Live today at 7:30 with Doobie and Gideon. So thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.